Hi everyone, thank you so much for giving up a part of your Saturday to be here with me today. We'll be discussing the 149th Chemical Company, which is our National Guard unit. First, I'd like to thank a couple of key people for hosting this event. Many thanks to the Lions Club, to the VFW chapter, and to the American Legion for hosting this today. Also, I'm noticing in the audience a couple of familiar faces. It's nice to see you again, friends, and we look forward to participating and seeing you again at the 4th of July parade next year. So as you know, I represent the 149th Chemical Company. My name is Captain Terry, and I'm here today to tell you about our role in the community, what we can do for you during an emergency, and also just to describe what our training looks like so that you don't think it's a zombie apocalypse or a mass casualty event next time you pass by the baseball fields. As many of you are veterans, I understand that you know the Chemical Corps has been around for quite a while. I would not expect, however, that any of you were around when the Chemical Corps was established, because that was World War I, and none of you look that old. The Chemical Corps was established in World War I in response to the Germans' use of chemical weapons, particularly gas. In World War II, we used smoke and gas offensively on both the Pacific lines and the European lines of battle. That was the first time that smoke was used in mass quantities and provided us a great advantage because it concealed the troop movements and could also be used to blanketly cover a large area and conceal our presence. In the Pacific theater, we also introduced the use of flame weapons. Incendiary devices is what they're called, and we use those against the Japanese. Although it wasn't actually used during World War II, World War II also saw the advent of a biological weapons focus for the Defense Department, and that was established with the Chemical Corps under Fort Detrick. Thankfully, we've never had to use those offensively, although today we still use them, we still can defend against them. During the Korean War, chemical units provided smoke and also flame incendiary weapons. During the Vietnam War, which many of you might recall, Chemical Corps units and chemical weapons were used to help with the tunnel rat situation. So many of you know that tunnel rats were, Viet Cong who burrowed really deep, and it was hard for our forces to engage with them. So we drove them out using fire and smoke, and then were able to combat them effectively. Also, a piece of history, Agent Orange. I'm not going to go into great detail about that because that is still a little bit of a dirty word, but at the time that was a very big combat multiplier to our fight. Our unit information. Our unit is located at 1040 Flower Street in Turlock, right across from the baseball fields. You're welcome to stop by at any time. We love having visitors. We are manned regular business hours, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and on the weekends we always have a recruiter's presence. I told you about the large tents that we have. This is the inside of one of our giant tents that we use for our state mission. And this can be used for a variety of things, but its primary purpose is to decontaminate patients if they've been exposed to any kind of hazardous substance. This is a shot of our company. We have 175 soldiers representing every city in the Central California area. Most everyone is from Turlock, about 70%, but we also have folks from Stockton, Modesto, and the surrounding areas. We are the waitresses, law enforcement, firefighters, paramedics, mechanics, and students within the community. We are from Turlock. We represent the community, and it's a huge privilege for us to be able to give back to the community that we're from. For federal missions, like any other National Guard unit, we have a federal mission. Our federal mission is to provide chemical, nuclear, radiological, biological, reconnaissance, and surveillance. As you can see here, we're doing a variety of other things, which are also mandated by our federal mission. Weapons qualification, physical fitness events, water purification, which is an asset that we could provide to you in the event of an emergency here, and field training. The thing that makes us unique compared to all other National Guard units is that we have a state mission as well. So we are part of the Chemical Enhanced Radiological Force Package, otherwise known as the CERF-P. The CERF-P, there's 10 of them throughout the country, and we are used by FEMA for very large mass casualty events or natural disasters. You can picture large earthquakes, tsunamis, building collapses, any kind of radiological explosion, and we would be in that scenario. We work closely with firefighters, civilian law enforcement, the medical community, and a number of other agencies to make sure that you, as the affected community, get the help that you need in the quickest way possible. And that is something that we can provide for you. We are, as I said, citizens of Turlock. We're proud citizens of Turlock and very happy to be a part of such a wonderful community. You can see here that in addition to our military service, we also provide a presence within the community. This is from their Christmas event where we invited very low socioeconomic or no socioeconomic families to come have a meal, have a visit with Santa, and receive presents. You also might see us patrolling the streets here and there, but don't worry, that's just for training. Here we were doing a car wash to support the local Boy Scout troop. And here we dropped by the firehouse off Blaylock Street to say hi, and luckily they were gracious enough to let us play on their trucks, which are a lot cooler than ours. So as I said before, we look forward very much to having you come and visit our unit. Don't be intimidated when you see us training with our hazmat suits and our giant tents or our firearms. We're not preparing for the zombie apocalypse. We're not declaring martial law. We are just fun-loving people, citizen soldiers that represent your community, here to provide you a service. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much again to all of our hosts for having us. And most of all, thank you all for your service to our country and for being part of our service as a contemporary veteran today. Thank you.